Here I am. Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? It's your friend Kayla here, and I am so excited because we're going to be reviewing and trying on for the first time the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet 24-Hour Undetectable Blurring Powder Foundation. That is a mouthful to say. So, the original is also made in France. You get 11 grams of product, which is equivalent to net weight of 0.38 ounces. And this is the first time that I'm trying a powder foundation within the last 11 years. Yes, 11 years, because I'm much more of a liquid foundation matte kind of girl. But I've heard such great things about this. I've watched endless reviews on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Let me give this one a shot. So I'm gonna give it a shot. But before we do that, the last step in my skincare routine every morning is my Supergoop Mineral Matte Screen SPF 40 sunscreen. Although it is still winter/spring where I live right now in New York, it's still great to use sunscreen because you still get rays from the sun. So we're gonna use this first. This is a new one that I picked up. I went through my old bottle already, but a little goes a long way, actually, with this one. And since I use a lot of matte foundations, I said, well, why not get the same one again? So we're gonna try and squeeze them out. It's coming out thicker than it did last time, but I'm so excited, guys, because the only other powder foundation that I've ever trusted, like holy grail status, is the Dior one, but it was the original one, not the one that's been recently reformulated. But this is the one that I'm trying to not mess up my eyeshadow because it came out bomb today. Let me just get my other side of my face, and then we're gonna do a facial spray by Mario Badescu, however the fuck you pronounce it. Feels really nice though, the sunscreen, and it's not too, like, it's a thick when it comes out of the tube, but it's not like super thick, and it'll help mattify the foundation. And powder foundations are also great when you don't have a lot of time and you don't really have, like, an hour or 2 hours, which takes me about 2 hours to do my makeup. If I'm doing a video, it takes me about 2.5, depending on what the content is, how much information that I need to share, with you guys, which I try to do as much as possible. Okay, so we're good with the sunscreen. I'm going to put that back. Next, the final step in my skincare routine is this awesome facial spray, like I said, by Mario Badescu. It has aloe, cucumber, and green tea in it, and believe it or not, this little 2-ounce bottle lasts a long time, and all you need is 2 sprays. Well, maybe 3. So I'm gonna let this dry for a second, and then we're gonna use the famous Vanessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. And then I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's very essential in my makeup routine. I double prime, although it is an amazing primer. I do a double prime, so we're gonna I use this one first every day. This is my holy grail primer, the best primer I've ever used in my entire life, and I've tried hundreds, and I mean hundreds of primers. This is the best one I've ever used in my life. After we apply the Vanessa Myricks primer, or slash foundation slash whatever you want it, well, it's a multi-purpose product, as most of you know, or some of you may know. We're going to also use the Elemis Pro Collagen Instant Smooth Primer, and this is has a very spicy price. This is a $79 fucking primer, but it's amazing and it's worth every penny. So we're gonna dip into this. I love applying this, and it has a very faint smell, but I actually happen to like the scent. I'm going to pick up today, my foundation shade because I really want to see how it works as a foundation, and then I would use this as the primer or use the Elemis as a primer. I'm just making sure I get everything, guys. Sorry if it's taking forever for me to prime my face. Okay, I'm going to get my forehead. And then we're going to use the Elemis primer. Trying to not mess up my brows because they came out halfway decent today. Although I am a makeup artist, brows are not my strong point because, believe it or not, some of my clients really, they're not big on the whole brow thing. I guess because a lot of them are beginners. So I've been educating them and, teaching them and everything like that. Okay, we're good on this, so we're going to put the cap back on it. Oops. And then tomorrow's video, I'm going to try my foundation shade. I'm really excited to do that, actually. Next, we're going to use the Elemis, because being that this is a powder foundation, I'm a little nervous because I know that with some, or many rather, not all, but many powder, I'm saying powder primers, powder foundations, all throughout the day after 6 to 8 hours possibly. And I'm not saying this for this product, but I'm saying it for ones that I've tried in the past. Before the Dior was reformulated about 3 times, it would start to separate like over here by my chin, a little by the corners of my nose, and over here. So I'm going to put a little extra primer over here. I'm just going to smooth this out over here. And then we're about to apply the new Makeup Forever powder foundation. Oops. There's a little extra on the tube, so I just decided to throw it on my nose. And it does come with a little sponge. I'm trying to get it. Oh, and by the way, this is the shade 1 Rosy 02, so 1R02. I do have another shade, but I've got the wrong shade, but I'm going to keep it because I'm going to use it for my clients. Let me try to get this little sponge out of here. So this sponge has two different sides of 2 different, if I can get out of the package. So with this sponge, if you want medium coverage, they say to use the back of the sponge, which is really, really soft. The front is soft too, but the front is more velvety and a little more firm. So this is the front, of course, with the logo, and the back is, I don't know how well my camera's going to grab the texture of it, but it's a lot softer, whereas the other side is a little more firm and has the logo and is more velvety. So here goes nothing. We're going to use this sponge because I had looked for the, oh wow, look at that coverage, holy shit, I did not expect that. Like I said, I haven't used a powder foundation in a very long time, but it's actually looking really fucking good so far, and I haven't even got halfway through. Sometimes I like to swipe and then pat. Swipe and then pat. Wow, I am impressed. I forgot to do my concealer. I'm a freaking idiot. Actually, because I don't know. When I was watching some of the videos, guys, some people apply the concealer first, some people apply the concealer after. But being this is a full coverage, maybe I don't need a concealer today. Maybe it'll keep, and maybe I don't have to use it today. I'm hoping I don't have to. I mean, I might, because it's such an essential part of my makeup routine. I never not wear concealer. So I might use the Dior reformulated Forever, what's it called? Dior Forever Skin Correct. That's what it's called. I couldn't think of what the hell it was called for a second. Like I knew it, but I didn't. Okay, we're gonna get my neck. It's got a very velvety feel. Very much so. And I was, well, it has a very light scent, but it smells nice. Trying to get above my brows without messing up my brows. I'm gonna get a little bit more coverage up here where I have a little bit of acne. But so far, I'm really liking this a lot. We're gonna do a little more over here. And like I said, this is great for when you don't have a lot of time and you just need to get foundation on your face before you hit the road and go out. I feel like I need a little more coverage on the right side. There we go. That's what I wanted. I feel like using a brush would take me a lot less time right now than it's taking me currently. I'm using my little Anastasia highlighter mirror right now to get as much coverage as I can with this. I don't know how much more it'll cover up. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job, I have to say. But I'm a very full coverage kind of girl. Once in a blue, I will use a medium coverage or medium to full or medium to buildable, whatever you want to refer to. But when it comes to foundations, I'm a liquid foundation kind of girl. Always. My number one, if you guys want to know, my number one favorite liquid matte foundation is the brand new Gucci reformulated 24-hour matte foundation. It blew me away yesterday when I was using it. Oh my god, I was so I was like, because I had never tried any Gucci cosmetics. I've tried their perfumes, which I absolutely love, but I've never tried their actually, you know what, I might not need concealer, and I've never said that in my life. I might not need it because I'm applying a little extra like underneath my eyes and where I apply my concealer and in other spots too, and I don't seem to need it, but I might apply it anyway. Okay, let me just touch up. I gotta touch up where that acne is. Right there. So this claims to be a 24-hour foundation. We are going to test that theory. So I'm going to do 2 short videos throughout the day to let you guys know how it's holding up for me, if it's separating or not, which I'm not trying to jinx myself right now. I'm really not. But I really want to see how this performs. I was so excited to try it this morning. And if you're wondering what I used for my eye look today, I used the Pat McGrath. Okay, so we're done with the sponge for now, so I'm going to put it down back in a little compact thing that it came in. I'm going to put this to the side if I can find room for it over here, because I have literally like no room. I feel like I have to use concealer because it's part of my skincare routine. But this matches pretty well because the shade of this Dior concealer is Too Cool Rosy, which is just maybe a half a shade darker, half a shade lighter. So you know what? I am going to use it. I'm going to use a little tiny bit. I'm not going to use a lot. Oops. Make sure I'm using the right side. Okay, Okay, maybe a little more than a little tiny bit, just because like I can't not use it, and I have OCD, which really doesn't help this situation either. And I want to cover up this because it's really bothering me. And over here, and just because I hate that the acne is showing through, it's like bothering me. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to use concealer, but I have to. It's part of my skincare. Yeah, skincare. My makeup routine. Alright, we're going to blend this out with a sponge. I'm actually blending into it pretty well, I have to say. I wish they had like a matching concealer for this exact product, but they don't. But what I'm gonna do is also, this is totally off topic, guys, but while I have you guys on camera, I'm gonna go to Sephora again today. I'm gonna go to my favorite Sephora that is the most well-stocked Sephora there is, which is in Huntington, New York, which is in Walt Whitman Mall for those of you who are Long Islanders here, or from New York City, or from wherever in New York where you know where that is. It is the most well-stocked Sephora there is. I'm so excited to see how this works. All that lasts rather all day. And the only reason, guys, that I'm talking a little on the low side is because I have my little 2-year-old munchkin sleeping. So I don't want to wake him up, even though it's mad early in the morning. You have no idea what time it is right now, guys. It's 3:48 in the fucking morning right now. I had to look at the clock for a second. Okay, so we're good with the concealer, I'd say. Sometimes I just like to blend it out, plus I prefer to use my own sponge over, I do like the sponge that it came with. I tried to look for the sponge that's sold separately with it, but the Sephora I went to yesterday was a different Sephora than the one that I'm going to today. They didn't have it. It's available online, but it's not available at that particular location, which kind of sucks. But today I'm also going to be picking up, aside from the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Foundation / Primer, I'm going to not only pick it up in my foundation shade, but I'm going to get it in a contour shade as well, so that I could try to use it as a contour shade. They do say that you can use it as that, but we're going to see. And then I'm also going to pick up, so I only have one of the new blushes that came out. I want to get 2 more shades. I want to get Rose and Brunch, and I want to get I think it's called Dancing Queen. It's like a plum, and I love me a plum blush. Love it. But the one that I do have is this one, the Danessa Myricks Prima Donna shade, which I love too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do the rest of my face, and then I'm going to show you guys the final look. Sound like a plan? Awesome. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So this is the final look all together nicely. I have to say I am very happy with how it came out for a powder foundation. It's performing beautifully. It even worked well with my New York new reformulated concealer. It also really somehow paired well with the Danessa Myricks new blushes, the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Blush, I don't know, but I wasn't sure about it because it's more like of a creamy blush that's not really a powder, and usually when I do a full face of powder, products, complexion products, I stick to powder only. But being that that's like a cream to powder formula, I said, you know what, why not? Who's gonna stop me? I'm not scared. Who's gonna check me right now? So, but I'm really happy with today's look. Came out absolutely great. I love it, and I'm so happy that I got to do it with you guys. You guys are the first people seeing me using this product for the first time, the foundation, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. I love you guys so much, and I'm looking forward to doing 2 videos tomorrow with you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Here's a heart for you guys. any kiss, but I don't want to ruin my lipstick. Oh, I always tell everybody what lipstick I'm wearing. I'm wearing the, by Kylie Cosmetics, it's the Posy K Velvet Lip Kit. So if you're wondering, because everybody always asks me, what lip kit are you wearing today? And so I tell people. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.